Hi everyone, I'm Hana Iriani binti Helmi. Today, my friend and I will talk about education. As a short introduction, education can be get in two ways, which are namely as formal learning and informal learning. Informal learning is the lesson found in everyday life, while formal learning can be found in institutions that have set the syllabus of the lesson to be taught. But we will only be focusing with one of the United Nations Sustainable Goal Development, which is quality education. So, what is quality education? Based on our research, quality education specifically entails issues such as proper skill development, gender parity, provision of relevant school infrastructure, equipment, educational material and resources, scholarship, or teaching force. As we grew up, we learned that there is some issues in our education quality, especially during our youth phase. For instance, our group will talk about 4 points, which are lack of education access, parental involvement, peer influence, and self-esteem.
Reason why young people today lack education is the lack of support from their parents. Studies show that family and social support is necessary for maintaining good health. A lack of a support system can lead to social isolation, which can have a negative impact on their mental health. People experiencing social isolation are at a higher risk for alcohol or drug misuse, depression, stress, and suicide. However, students who lack supportive parents have to struggle on their own. It's not only affect their performance, but at the same time, it also can negatively impacting their self-esteem. Parental involvement also have a positive influence on student attitude and behavior. One of the way this could be solved is parents have the role of giving enough love to children. With love, children will learn easily and be more associative and motivated to learn. Therefore, children will easily achieve excellence because we love children will present themselves to their parents.
So today, I would like to talk about the importance of parental involvement in quality education of youth. Firstly, parental involvement in quality education of youth are so important of the budget. So firstly, the budget. Parents provide a lot of budget for the students, so students can improve themselves to become a better learner and advance in education field. Next, parents. I believe that mostly students known well by the parents. Parents know well the students than the teachers because parents raise them longer than the teacher teach them in schools. So it's not an argument, which is parents know them their best. Next, parents are very important in increasing the quality education of youth, so the student can be more. So the student can attract by the students can be attracted by all the subjects that they are learning in. Okay. For after that, parents also provide a lot of materials for the student to study, such as Wi-Fi, phone, tablet, gadgets, and books, and more. So for me, the parental involvement in quality education of youth are very important so the students can become the better assets in the country in the future.
High school is an important period of time in everyone's life. It is the time that students are making decisions about their course taking and future educational and career plans. It is also the time when parental authority is being challenged by peer pressure. The influence of peer pressure can both be positive and negative. On the positive side, it can serve as an important initiative for youth to perform well in school. Meanwhile, on the negative side, peer influence can lead to discipline problems and delicate behaviors both inside and outside of school. Thus, the values of peers can play an important role in students' educational experiences and outcomes. Based on the data from the National Education Longitudinal Study, those with friends who cared about learning had better educational outcomes as they were less likely to drop out of school and more likely to be enrolled in an academic program, graduated from high school, and also continuing their studies after graduating. On the other hand, students with friends who were interested in having fun, drinking, and using drugs experienced less desirable educational outcomes. These students will experience a higher rate of dropping out of school and a lower rate of being enrolled in academic programs, graduating from high school, and pursuing post-secondary education. Therefore, it is important for us to choose our friends wisely during our studies as it will affect our educational outcomes.
Next, the reason of quality education towards youth is self-esteem. Self-esteem is how we value and perceive ourselves. Low self-esteem or lack of confidence leaves students doubting their ability to succeed, making them hesitant to engage in learning or take appropriate academic growth. So, my point is, why is self-esteem important towards youth nowadays? Especially in their education, this is because it could improve motivation among themselves. Low self-confidence can make a child feel like goals and dreams are impossible to reach, or that she is unworthy of achieving those dreams. These feelings will make it difficult for her to maintain a high level of dedication and motivation. There are several ways on how to improve self-confidence in students. The first one is to help them practice self-acceptance. Encourage your child to examine her strengths and weaknesses from a position to love and acceptance. Teach her that she can address her weaknesses without being overly critical of herself. Let her know that her worth is not dependent on her successes or failures. Number 2, seek out positive experiences. Being around critical, judgmental individuals can affect how we feel about ourselves. Help her child surround herself with positive experiences and people to boost her self-confidence. And lastly, consider a reward system. Coming up with a reward system can be helpful for building your child's self-esteem and confidence. It can make scary steps or projects seem much more fun and worthwhile. Simply giving praise to a child can also work as self-confidence boosting reward. In conclusion, parents should play a big role in order to boost their child's self-esteem.
In conclusion, the goal can be achieved if all parties play the right role. Therefore, we should support UNESCO's effort to achieve this fourth goal, which is in the field of quality education, especially for the group focused in this video, which is youth. This is to ensure that the education received is guaranteed to be of high quality. Thank you.